final RIOT tour was the most frustrating tour we've ever had to put together in the history of our touring lives. You know, we always try to make our show like fun, obviously, and different from the last show we put on.
We're all getting really scared because we knew it was going to be the final RIOT tour, and we really needed to go out with something big, and just not only for the fans but for ourselves, wanted to just give it one last, you know, oomph. Hoorah. We went over to Josh and Zach's house, and we were up in their room and just sitting down trying to get all of our songs put together, maybe a set list, and figure out if we wanted to do any covers or what we wanted to do acoustically.
This is the problem we always run into. God.
It's usually what we do before every tour. We take about a week to practice and construct a set list that we think is going to be or fit the tour well.
We're putting our set list together. Well, we're gonna attempt to put our set list together. It's gonna be. Oh. Ow! This hurts. It's so big.
Gosh!
It was fun for us to even just get together and not really have to work, but just kind of discuss things. It was kind of fun. So I was late to it, so I feel really bad about that. So I'm sorry, guys. I love you. I'll be on time next time.
All right, so it's day one. Practice for the final RIOT tour. We're all here except for Haley, of course. But we'll see how it goes. We went to a rehearsal space to practice for the tour. We had our production set up and all our crew come up.
So we're in the rehearsal hall, all trying to figure it all out, figure out the show, the set list, the look, the everything, and it was just being difficult.
It's always hard to start off from scratch because that's the hardest part. The main thing is to come up with an intro for us and then an outro, because those are the most important parts of the show, I think, because that's what kids remember. I think the first song and the last song. That's what we deal with every practice. FYI, Haley just woke up and will be there ASAP.
Hey, at least it wasn't me today. Really, sorta.
Yeah, it's never Haley. Oh wait, it's always Haley.
It was very difficult because it's like our last tour in the U.S. on this album cycle, and we wanted it to be a great show.
This is the part where we sit forever. We sit forever and try to figure out something to play, and we won't figure out anything. And somebody will be like, okay, let's just do something. And then we'll figure it out like 2 days later. We'll just play nothing today, probably.
Once we started, rehearsing, it got better, and we just jammed on a couple ideas, and I'd throw something out, like, we could try this. They're like, yeah, that's awesome. We worked on it. It sounded awesome, and we went right into Four Pessimists, and we're like, dude, that's so sweet. And Haley finally got there because she's always late to practice, and we were like, Haley, what do you think of this? We played it for her, and she was like, We were like, are you kidding me?
We could not come up with anything to save our lives. I wanted to open with That's What You Get, because that's the current single, or it was the current single when we were out. But like, no one wanted to do that but me.
Day 2. Trying to figure out an intro still. Everybody has to like it, so we kind of just scrapped it and tried it with That's What You Get. We tried this, we just moved, changed keys. Didn't work, so we were like, man, this sucks. Basically wasted a whole nother day.
It was hard for us to even get along how much we were just like going head to head with everything.
We just fought for like 3 hours and then left.
We hate intros. We're not good at them.
Luckily, the third day, the clouds parted.
Something happened, and on that third day, we all just came in, and it seemed like all of us had cleared our slate, and we're like, you know what, let's go in here and do what we need to do.
Zach's idea was to start with Born for this.
And we got it together really quickly.
We came up with the intro. You know, I just started playing. I was like, what if I start playing, then Taylor starts playing, and we slowly add one member at a time. It actually ended up being really cool. It's like it's my favorite intro we've done besides Let the Flames Begin.
Yeah! Going on tour. It was perfect. It worked out great because, like, it just sums up our year with RIOT.
And we came up with a great intro. It made us all feel really good about the tour and got us excited about it again.
It's a different story for me. If you ask any of their guys what it's like to live on a tour bus, they'll have one perspective, or you know, each guy might have their own thing, but they're all dudes. I have never toured on a bus with another girl. I've always been the only girl since I was 16. There are times when I want to rip my hair out, but for the most part, I think the guys have it worse than me.
Haley can be like just one of us dudes and, you know, hang out with us and just have a good time. And then other times she can be really girly and she likes makeup and all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of weird having a girl in a band, but you know, you'd think it could be a lot like worse. Like having Haley is basically like having a dude, but not really. That sounds bad, but she's just one of us guys, and well, she's like a sister.
You know, the guys are probably thinking, yeah, we're going on tour, woo! And they get there and they're like, oh, we can't be guys, there's a girl here. Like, I probably ruined so much fun for them. So let's be honest, I'm not really getting the bad end of the stick. The guys have to, you know, they're this close to dude freedom, like just being there, like broing down, and there I am right in the middle.
The bus is an interesting way of living. It's a lot smaller than it seems. It's like, oh, that's awesome. You know, it'd be sweet to tour in a bus, but with 10 to 12 people on a bus, it's basically like, I don't know, it's weird. Bunks are kind of weird. They're like little coffins that you get in, and it's scary when your driver hits the rumble strip or something. Like, think about it. If you get in a wreck, you're not buckled in. You're just gonna fly like just a little insect. Just gets flicked.
Jeremy always sleeps in until about 2 in the afternoon because he stays up till about 5 or 6 in the morning. No joke. Let's go wake him up. Jeremy, wake up.
Jeremy!
Wake up.
Oh, Jeremy! Jeremy!
Wake up.
We're filming a DVD, Jeremy!
Turn the light on. Jeremy! It smells like... What? It smells like a hamster. every tour it smells like a hamster.
I think it's fun. I think it's really fun to live on a bus. Like, I sleep so much better in a bunk. I think because it's like small. If no one wakes me up and the bus is still rolling, I'll sleep till 3 in the afternoon. Living on a bus is awesome. We actually kept our buses really clean on this tour, for the most part. Well, I thought it was pretty clean anyway.